CNN says that police told them, he said they went into the water for a swim. He got out feeling sick and fell asleep on a lounge chair. Police said he also said a wave may have swept Sudiksha away, or that maybe she was gone and left while he was passed out on the chair. Police also said he remembered seeing her wading in the knee-high surf towards her clothes. But they say for now he is not a suspect. It's been 4 days, though, and so far all that's turned up has been Sudiksha's sarong on a lounge chair. Joined now by Sheriff Mike Chapman from Loudoun County in Virginia, where Sudiksha's family lives. Sheriff, thank you so much for being with me. Is there any update that you have on this case?
We're just working very closely with our authorities down there. We're, certainly engaged with our counterparts, not only from Dominican Republic, but at the U.S. Embassy down there, FBI, HSI, DEA. We want to make sure that we're getting all the information that we can, working very closely with the Dominican authorities here. I know they've done an exhaustive search here. We're still working through the witnesses here. I don't have any direct communication with the witnesses myself or any firsthand knowledge other than what we're hearing from the investigative standpoint and what's going on with these. And there is some concern, obviously, with some of the inconsistencies in the stories, and it is starting to really bother. Right.
That's what I want to get to. Sometimes there's a language barrier. I'm not sure how helpful those authorities have been, so I'm going to ask you a multi-part question. Are you happy with the cooperation of the local authorities? Do you feel that the questions and answers that young man has been through with them have been turned over to you appropriately, that maybe translation is needed, you want to investigate and ask your own questions and you're not getting that? Where does that part stand?
Well, it's my understanding that that people that were with her and witnesses that were there have been interviewed several times, and I believe on the several occasions there has been some inconsistencies with their very own stories, and that does bother me here, which really begs the question: what really happened there? And and I do know that there was some speculation that she may have drowned. I think it's way too premature to make an assumption like that. There has been no sighting of her in any capacity here, so it's very important that we go through all this, that we do some detailed investigation. We are working closely with Dominican authorities. We do have our folks that are hand in hand with them down there, so we're trying to get the best information that we can, but we're not the lead on it. It's their country right now, and until we get something more concrete, it's really kind of it's a little difficult for us because we're working through somebody else.
Do you know if that young man who was last with her is an American citizen? Have you had a shot at interviewing him? Have the FBI had a shot at interviewing him? Do you have the proper transcripts from the interview that the locals did with him?
I would say that he was an American citizen, and I would say that as far as the communications go and the interviews go, I believe that there's interviews that are being done hand in hand down there. However, I'm not there, and I can't validate that, but that's my understanding based on the communications we've had with our counterparts down there. So it is a joint effort down there, and we are trying to get to the bottom of it. We're trying to get some consistency with the statements here, and if you give inconsistent statements, then it means that you're not telling the truth there. So what we got to do is get to the facts here and see what's going on. And it's a difficult situation. I mean, I really feel for the family here. This is a missing person out of our jurisdiction, out of Loudoun County. We treat every one of these cases very seriously, and this one extremely. It's an extraordinary case, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to get to the bottom of this, because we feel really bad for the family. It's a very, very difficult thing for the family to be going through, friends, neighbors, and everything else. So we want to try to do everything in our power to get to the bottom of it. And it's been challenging because it's good we have so many people working on it, but it's also difficult because that also creates confusion as well.
Agreed. Sheriff, I've got to have you back on the show because it's a developing story. Will you come back again?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.